Warning! The following video will contain content that is not appropriate for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back for another one of my Pokemon Battle Revolution rant battles. Fuck yeah! So, today I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently than I usually do. Because I've had a lot of shit going on in my life lately, and I just need some time to talk about it. Since I don't really have any friends or whatever, sometimes it helps me to talk through some of my issues, you know, to you guys through some of these Pokemon Battle Revolution rant battles. And helps me kind of think through some things, and yeah, because honestly, you guys might find this genuinely interesting, because there's been some really interestingly stupid shit that has happened in my life the past couple of years, but especially this past month has been just totally fucked. So instead of, you know, doing one topic per video like I usually do, I'm still going to do 8 videos, but I'm going to talk about basically the same topic the entire time. And for those of you guys who don't know, let me catch you up to speed on how well my life is going. So my wonderful mother has decided that it would be necessary to kick me out of her house, because apparently I don't do enough stuff around the house and I'm just some loser who sits around jacking off all day and playing video games. Which, by the way, is completely untrue and literally the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. I almost laughed when she said that. Like, you know, I almost laughed. Because what she did was she gave me notice ahead of time that if I didn't change my ways, so to speak, that she would, you know, that she would basically kick me out of the house. And I didn't do anything differently. You know, I kept being me, because I will always be myself till the day I die. And anyone who doesn't like how I act or how I behave can fucking kiss my ass, because I am who I am. And unless provoked, I'm a pretty decent person. Like, you have to try pretty hard to piss me off. So, yeah, she got this idea in her brain that I just, you know, sit around playing video games all day, you know, with my dick in my hand, jacking off all the time or whatever. And that I don't do anything around the house. Which, again, is pretty fucking stupid, considering literally, like, 2 days ago, I spent an hour of my time that I will never get back, by the way. A fucking hour of my time mowing our yard. Because we have a pretty big yard, so it takes a while to actually mow the entire yard. So I spent an hour of my time mowing the yard, but, you know, I guess I just sit around doing nothing all day. You know? Last night, because the day I'm actually recording this is Monday. I don't know what day of the week I'll actually end up uploading this on, because it'll be quite a while before I actually get around to uploading this. But, yeah, last fucking night, I made sure, or no, actually it was earlier this morning, I made sure that the garbages got down to the curb because it was garbage day, and I even took the recycling stuff out. But gee, I guess I do nothing around the house, do I? No, I just sit around playing video games all day. And granted, to be fair, I mean, I play a lot of video games, you know? But isn't it human nature to do things that you like to do a lot? Just saying, you know? Yeah, I'm not going to be constantly going around the house sweeping everything or dusting everything or fucking making sure that there's not even one speck of shit on the fucking floor, you know? Like, really? At what point do we cross the bridge into insanity here? Like, I mean, come on, you know? Okay, anyway. So, yeah, apparently in her mind she got this idea that I apparently do nothing around the house, which again is a complete load of bullshit. Apparently in her mind I don't do enough around the house or whatever. Which is fucking pathetic. Again, it's fucking pathetic. Especially considering, again, I spent an entire fucking hour mowing the yard the other day. But, you know, to her that's not good enough, because apparently for my mom, nothing is ever good enough. Hell, my entire life, has basically been spent of her telling me that I was not good enough. You know, ever since I was in fucking grade school. Ever since I was in fucking grade school. I would come home with my report cards. You know, I would get pretty much straight C's. I'm not a school person, okay? There are some people who are just not good at school. I'm one of them, okay? I'm not necessarily unintelligent, you know, or don't know the material. I'm just not a school person. I don't get good grades, okay? Some people are just like that. But even in fucking grade school, I would come home with these report cards. What is this? You got C's in all your classes? That's so terrible. You're so stupid or whatever. She didn't actually say it like that. You know, I over-exaggerated that just now. But it kind of gave that impression to me. You know, if I didn't have such high self-esteem as a person and I did not love myself so much as a person, that probably would have really mentally fucked me up as a kid. But luckily for me, I was always very happy with who I was, and I always loved myself. I have always loved myself as a person. You know, I have always held myself in the highest of regards, and yes, I know that does kind of make me a bit of an egomaniac. Okay, fine. You want to call me an egomaniac? Fine. But I have always had very high self-esteem. I've never really given too much stock in what other people thought of me, because I'd never really cared. I didn't give a shit what anyone else thought of me. Even when I was a kid, you know? I didn't fucking give a shit. Like, if you don't like me, I don't fucking care. Again, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Because again, I don't really have feelings, so it's okay. But, yeah, my whole life, you know, she was just constantly telling me, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. Even in, you know, like, even back since grade school, you know, again, I would come home with all C's. What is this? You got all C's? This is terrible. You need to do better and blah, blah, blah. It's like, C is a passing grade, last time I checked, so shut the fuck up. That's how I always basically thought about it in my mind. I was just like, whatever. You know, I never really gave a shit what other people thought of me ever since I was a little kid. I just didn't fucking care. You know, I got it in my head that, you know, I'm happy with who I am. That's all that matters. I don't give a fucking shit what anyone else wants to say about me. I don't give a fucking shit. So, despite that, despite the constant put-downs and constantly telling me that I wasn't good enough, and this continued throughout my entire school career and is apparently still going on, you know? Which, again, is just ridiculous, because my mom holds people to impossibly high standards. It's fucking retarded. You know, I really think that if she would stop looking for perfection, that my mom would be a much happier person if she would just settle for what's good enough. But she never does because she's out of her fucking mind. I'm thoroughly convinced that she has serious mental issues and she is insane. That must be where I get it from, except my insanity seems to be a lot better than hers. Because mine is more fun. But anyway, it just, you know, again, my whole life, throughout high school, you know, she was constantly telling me, because I've always been kind of a cavalier, laid-back kind of guy, like, I try not to stress out about things too much, you know. All throughout high school, she was telling me, oh, you're never going to pass and get your diploma if you know, keep being lazy and laid back and whatever. You're never going to get your diploma with that kind of attitude. Guess what? I got my diploma. Granted, I didn't have, you know, a fucking 4 point whatever the hell GPA. I wasn't valedictorian or whatever the hell. But I got my diploma just the same as the people who got 4.0 GPAs. Just the same as them. I got my diploma. So, again, what was that about not getting my diploma? I couldn't hear you over the sound of me getting my fucking diploma. You idiot. My entire life, too, you know, especially through parts of high school and whatnot. She's constantly telling me, you know, you're never going to get a job with that kind of attitude. Again, I couldn't hear you over the sound of me getting a job and working at the same place for 5 fucking years. 5 fucking years. Ever since halfway through my senior year of high school, I've been working at the same place, and I haven't gotten fired. You know why? Because people like me. Because I'm good at my job. That's why. Okay? Not to mention, at my fucking workplace, we went through a whole ordeal where we had a manager shift, which basically shifted out the entire staff of the place. I stayed there. I survived. You wanna know why? Because I'm good at my job. Because I'm fucking good at my job. So, again, every step of the fucking way that my mom has doubted me and told me I'm not good enough. Every step of the way she has been wrong. Every fucking step of the way she's been wrong. Imagine that. I have always been okay with settling for things that are good enough. Again, I may not have gotten a 4.0 GPA in high school, but I got my diploma just the same as the people who did get a 4.0 GPA. You know, good for them. You know, that's something they could be proud of, sure. You know, I'm not trying to diss that, but at the same time, I got my diploma just the same as they did. There is nothing wrong with being good enough. You don't have to be perfect. Striving for perfection will only frustrate you. That's a piece of advice I could give you guys. Because I see that in my mom a lot. Her problem is that she always fucking strives for perfection. Everything has to be perfect with her. And that's not how the real world works. Because the real world is not fucking perfect. So, I feel like that's part of the reason why she decided to kick me out of the house. Because apparently I don't do enough around the house. Which, again, is fucking ridiculous because I do my fair share around this house. And to say that I don't is not only an insult to me, it's an insult to my ethics, and that's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit and it's lies. And I'm sure she's already spread these lies to multiple family members. In fact, she told me she did. She's like, I consulted with several family members and blah, 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 and they backed me up and whatnot. Which doesn't surprise me because, of course, she told them the story through her lens, which means she gave her biased story, which I admit, too, I have my own bias. I mean, obviously, you guys are hearing the story through my bias, you know, my biased point of view. So, I mean, you guys are free to make your own conclusions and draw your own conclusions here. I'm not going to be offended by that. You should draw your own conclusions. You know, don't just listen to what I have to say. You know, think for yourselves. But I have been trying for so long, ever since she decided to kick me out of the house, to just understand this whole situation, and it's just so stupid to me. I really do think I'm on the right side of this argument, and you know, it's just like so much for family, right? So much for family sticking together. What a joke. Then again, to be honest, never really felt that attached to family, but that's just the way it is. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here, and I'll be talking some more about this next time. So until then, peace out.